Here is a new, easy Sudoku puzzle from Sudoku.club. I am going to show you how to randomly apply the 3 routines detailed on the Sudoku123 web page. The normal rules of Sudoku apply, it is the way you apply them randomly across the whole puzzle that is different. I will slowly take you through the technique, watch how easy it is. So looking at this puzzle, you can see a 4 here and a 4 here. There's only one place for the 4, and it must be there. And with that 4 and that 4, you can put a 4 in there. Because in that cell, it would clash with that one. Okay, now there's a 7 here and a 7 here, so turn on pencil, and we can allocate 2 spaces for the 7 there and there. The 9 here and the 9 here mean that that's the correct place for the 9 in this square. Now that 8 and that 8 plus this 8 down here means that's the only place for the 8. So now you can see 3 8s here and 3 8s across the top. There are 2 spaces in this square for the 8s, so pencil them into these 2 cells. This 8 in column 3 and this 8 in row 5 means that this is the only place for an 8 in this cell. So place an 8 in this square and remove the pencil 8. There's a 3 here and 3 here, so a 3 can go there. As you can see, I am moving over the entire puzzle randomly. Please forget any previous learned methods. Okay, the only number left in this square is a 1. So that makes that square complete. This square only has 2 remaining numbers, one of which is the 2, and it can't be there, so it's here, and the 6 is the remaining number. Inserting that 6, you can see with that 1 and that 1 this is the 6 here, and with that 6 here and that 6 here, and looking up and down these 2 rows we need to pencil 2 6 into here. A 9 here and 9 here. We don't have a 9 in this row, except there, so we need 2 pencil 9s in there. A 1 here and 1 there and 2 vacant cells here. And that 1 would clash, so that's the only place for the 1. And with that 1 there and that 1 there and this 1 here, we require 2 pencil marks for the 1 here and here. Looking around the puzzle for one of the 3 routines. There are 2 cells remaining in this square. So one of those spaces is a 5, and it can't be in that cell. So it must be in that cell. So you can type that 1 in. And the remaining number in here is the 7, which is fine. It doesn't clash with anything. Now that means with that 7 here and that 7 here, so that's the only place for a 7 here. And missing from this square is the 9, and there it is. So we finished those 3 squares. Looking at a stack of 3 squares, that's a very helpful way to work. However, looking at this top group of 3, we haven't been able to fill it yet, because it is relying on a lot of numbers that are influenced from below. So I'm going to go over here for a minute and fill in a few more cells. So counting down the rows here, we need a 1 in there and there. That's the only place for it, as we've got 1s here and we've got a 1 up there and a 1 there, so that is the only place for 2 pencil 1s. I see a 2 here, a 2 here, so those 2 vertical rows are complete with 2s. So we need a 2 down here, and it can't be the bottom one, so that's the only place for the 2. We can pencil those in. That's a 3 here, and we've got a 3 here, so that means that the 3s go in those 2 cells. And then, if you look at that square, that's where it goes. So we have a 3 here, and the 3 here, so now we've got a 3 there. 4, 4, and 4. Let's look at the 5s. We've got a 5 down there. We've got 2 vacant cells there, so pencil in the 5s. This 5 here means we can't have 5 down there. So there are 3 cells here that can possibly take the 5. Pencil all 3 in. There's a 6 here and a 6 here. So these 3 cells can take the 6, but not the middle one. So pencil a 6 here and a 6 here. There's a 7 here. And the 7 could be there, but it can't be there. So with that one there, it's got to go in there. That's it. This is where the 7 goes. So that 7 and that 7 here mean 2 pencil 7s down there. With the 8 here, and the 8 there, and the 8 over there, that is an 8. And with the 9 here, we're going to have to pencil in a 9 there, and the 9 there. It's all right, because there's a 9 there, so 9 and 9, that's confirmed the correct place for the 9. And that means with that group there, the columns are almost ready. The 1s and 7s are yet to be determined, because they are influenced by what occurs here, to the left, but not above because they're all allocated. So that's as much as we can do in here at this time. That's a 5 in there, as it is the only number missing in that square of 9 cells. So now we've got a complete square here, and a complete square here. That means that with that 5 and that 5, it's confirmed that there are 2 pencil mark 5s needed here. So what's this one here? Well, it's the only one left in this row, so it is a 9. There's a 9 here and a 9 there. With that 9 there and that 9 there, it means with those 2 9s? That's a 9. And over here, by the way, the excess show that all 9s are in their correct cells. Okay, so up the top here, there's a 2 missing out of this row, but it cannot be in there, so it's there. You can see it? A 2 there and a 2 at the bottom, then that's the 2. So, 1s, you can count down this row, 1, 1, and 1 in that row. There are 2 1s there, they are correct. 2s are done. 3 here, and that 3 blocks that way, so that's the 3. So you can put it in place, and if you've got a 3 there and a 3 there, we need a 3 in this column, and there's only 1 cell left for it. So it's correct. And when you've done that, that confirms the 7 in that one. You should adopt the habit of tracing down with your eyes. That's where the 7 goes down there. And that means that you took the 7 out of there. So that's a 7, and that's a 1. Now that 1 and that 1 means that's a 1. And that X confirms the 1s are done. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4. Okay, you can look along this row, and it's definitely the 4, yes. And a 5 and 6 are missing in this square. The 5 can't go in there. So this cell is the 5. You just need to count along the row. There is the 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6. So, it's the remaining number in this square of 9 numbers. And that means that the pencil mark we put in earlier is the only one that's left there, which confirms that it's a 6. And with this one here, that's going to be a 4. I can see it because we've got a 4 there, that's a 4, and there are no other 4s in that row yet, but it's the one that's remaining. There are 2 numbers left in this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, so the 5 would clash in this cell, so that's a 5. And that'll be the 6, which confirms what we did over here. An important note, this web page automatically removes the redundant pencil marks. Many other online Sudoku pages do not. Removing redundant pencil notes is very important, particularly if you plan to tackle harder puzzles.